Purchasing land for your land securement program at less than fair market value. Well, before you think that we're going to be giving you tips here on how to gouge a landowner, just hang on. So you've come across landowners, and if you've watched my previous videos, you know about some of the tips to engage a landowner and see if they'd be interested in donating land or a conservation easement on their land. This is a tool where you've discovered the landowner has a strong conservation ethic but is more land rich and cash poor. They can't afford to give it to you. They would if they could. They have the passion to do it, but they're just not financially in that situation, so they need money. What they are offering to you is the land, and they wish to be compensated for the land. Well, that's common. That's almost every situation. Someone puts their land up for sale, another person buys it. That's your fair market. However, being in the land securement realm of things, you're the oddity. So you're a land trust or a municipality or a conservation organization that has a land securement program, you're offering landowners options. So the landowner knows that you're going to be a great steward on this property, and therefore they would be more willing to maybe sell their land to you at less than fair market value. And in return, they're going to get a tax receipt for the portion of which is the donated value. So if they donate 40% of the value of the property, then you issue a tax receipt on that 40% of the value, and you give them 60% in cash. Whatever you decide, or whatever conclusion you come to. Now, you may find in the process that landowners have wonderful intentions with doing a split receipt or bargain sale. Yet, when it comes time as to the appraisal coming out and determining the value, as you may have gathered at this stage, whether it's me conveying this message or if you have experience doing land securement, landowners tend to think that their value in general of their land is higher than what an appraiser will think. So if they've agreed to maybe a 50-50 split and the appraisal came in lower than what they anticipated, they may say, we're not doing 50-50 anymore, we'll do 60-40, or we'll do 70-30, or we won't do it at all, we'll just do a straight purchase. But if you came to them with the appraisal, if you negotiated just a straight purchase, and they were disappointed in the value, then they may not do the deal at all with you. But because you negotiated a split receipt with them, then they'll be disappointed in the value, but maybe not to the point where they'll squash the whole deal. Maybe they'll just cancel the split receipt, but they'll give you the land at the appraised value. In any event, you can see how negotiations help you in this regard, because your polarized negotiation, that's the typical negotiation where someone asks for this price, you offer this price, they come down a little, you go up a little, and you meet somewhere in the middle. That's polarized negotiation. You don't really want to go there in this regard. However, this is a bit of a tweak on it, because you may have had in your coffers the full amount of the money for acquiring the land, but it's always good to offer all your donation options first. If they're all rejected, offer the split receipt, and if that's rejected, they will acquiesce to something, hopefully. Whereas if you just went straight for the dollar value, they could say no to the whole deal and it would be gone. So this is a bit of a strategy, whether you actually get the bargain sale or whether you actually get the full purchase, which you may have wanted all along, then you've won. And the landowner still wins in all these cases, because they are getting their land conserved and they are getting cash. It just depends on how much they're willing to accept. So in this process too, you're building the rapport as always. As in every negotiation I teach, you build a relationship with the landowner. You try and satisfy their needs and satisfy the needs of your own organization as well in the land securement program. Hopefully this has been helpful. Please feel free to comment. If you have any questions, please ask. We'll do our very best to get back to you as soon as we can. And thank you for watching, and I'll put up more videos for you in the next little while on other land securement tips.